Number 4 in the Radiance range is The Sunday Woman, directed by Luigi Comencini. It's come out in 1975. This was fantastic. Right from the opening, I knew I was onto something special. This is a terrific kind of murder mystery. A typical giallo, taking away the kind of bloodlust that was perpetrated in the 70s by Argento and Fulci and things like that. This is a more straight-laced one. You get a murder at the start of this movie that's going to draw in all the characters, and we kind of try and figure out who it is, up to the great reveal at the end. We have Commissioner Santamaria, who is brought in to investigate the death of architect Garrone, a man who really wasn't well liked within society. He has been bludgeoned to death with a murder weapon that is absolutely hilarious.
Questo formato grande, king size. In Svezia questo lo mettono su prato davanti casa.
We see our character as he starts to meet several people, whether it be Anna, a rich woman who is bored with her husband and is kind of playing about on the side looking for some kind of excitement. A murder mystery is just what she's looking for. We have Massimo, a rich man who is leading a kind of double life, who has a secret boyfriend, Lilo, on the side, who is always angry with him because Massimo is always trying to hide their relationship and affection for each other, and all three of these people are going to individually investigate the murder that's going on, with Santamaria as well being increasingly frustrated with these people's help of sorts.
Ma faccio notare che chi non ha un alibi è innocente, vero commissario? Un vero assassino si prepara sempre un alibi.
Quando è così sono innocente anch'io.
I had a great time with The Sunday Woman. It's got this fantastic score that really reminded me of the playfulness of Suspicion of a Citizen Above Suspicion. It has that playful tone that's used all the way through it. It has a kind of mystery about it. It kind of propels the story along, but there's a certain level of playfulness within it as well. And one of the things about The Sunday Woman that I absolutely adored was the humour. It was downright hilarious while still keeping the tension and the atmosphere of a typical giallo at the same time.
L'allarma del delitto che ha colpito Garrone. Chi di spada? Te l'ho detto, no? Con che cosa è stato ucciso?
All the humour came from the mannerisms. They weren't jokes, they were just statements that these characters made. And because they're such well-realised characters, you just found these affectations and the way they said things or what they did just funny. You felt it wasn't as if it was a comedic moment, it was just the character being the character, but it was hilarious at the same time. I loved how they're all kind of trying to chase down leads. They're all talking to each other and kind of just causing Commissioner Santamaria more issues than he genuinely needs. But the mystery at the heart of this one is really good as well. There is one murder, the inciting murder, that kind of leads all the events, and there aren't many deaths after that. There's one later on in the film, but other than that, it's just that main death at the start that leads to the whole mystery.
E gridai: "Oh, signore!"
There are certain touches which I just loved, little visual flares that just added to the film, like whenever Santamaria is talking to someone, listening to their tale, judging what they're saying, he has a little flash of them bludgeoning Garrone to death with the murder weapon, and it's his kind of placing that person in that scenario, and it's just a nice little touch to let us know what he's thinking straight away. The characters are fantastic. The performances all round are wonderful. Jacqueline Bisset was just great as a woman who looks engaged for a change, who's enjoying what's going on. It's a distraction more than anything. She's just loving it. The rest of the characters are terrific as well, and like I say, you really feel as if the mystery's solid at the heart of it, which is great because it has all these beats to kick through. The characters come to life and you really feel as if they are genuine characters, and you get drawn up in all their little stories that are going on, their relationship crises, the secondary parts of their life. For most of them, they are quite well off, and this is just a general fun distraction from their day to day. Some people, it's a little bit more important than that.
Sì, perché? Camere separate, ognuno per sé. E grazie tante che la mia non si trovi giù in fondo alla cantina, come si addice al mio passorango.
The Sunday Women was an absolute delight. Absolute delight. Well directed, great performance. That score, which is just terrific all the way through it, and the humour, which had me laughing out loud multiple times throughout it. I think there's every possibility that The Sunday Women may be my favourite release from Radiance so far. Ticked all the boxes of everything I loved. Let's jump into the disc and have a look at the extras on The Sunday Women. So here we are in the disc for The Sunday Women. Let's go to the special features and see what it has to offer. The first extra here is by Richard Dyer. It's a newly filmed appreciation of the film, including the themes of class, sexuality, shot exclusively for Radiance, and this runs at 18 minutes 25 seconds. He talks a lot about seeing the movie for the first time, reading the book first, and a lot of the changes made from that and the themes as well. Next we have Luciano Tovoli. Tovoli was the director of photography on the film, and he conducted this interview in 2008. It is 22 minutes 11 seconds long. Talks about getting his start, how hard it was being a director of photography at the age he was at the time he worked, how he got his big hit on The Passenger by Antonioli, and a lot of some other anecdotal stories as well. Next up is Giacomo Scarpelli, which is 36 minutes 1 second, and he's talking about his father who adapted the script for the film. So how he worked with the co-writer about some of the changes made after the fact when they were re-recording the dialogue, the changes from the novel to the movie. Next we have Jean-Louis Trintignant, which is 4 minutes 28 seconds. It's just a sort of little tidbit from the time, which is really nice. You get some small interaction with the actor, a clip from the movie. It's just a nice little sort of time capsule. We also have the trailer, which runs at 3 minutes 38. And that's the disc for The Sunday Women. Also with this edition is a 24-page booklet that has 2 essays on the film The Sunday Women. We have The Sunday Women by Margiangela Sansoni and The Fable Without Morality by Gerard Legrand. And there is about the transfer and credits as well. These are fairly interesting essays. One has been translated from the Italian. The other one is an archival piece that kind of looks at the adaptation of the booklet and what was changed and how they converted it into a film. Both fairly interesting reads, as there's some wonderful pictures in it as well from the film. So there we have it. The Sunday Women, I think, is an essential pickup if you're not one for Italian movies. It's a great place to start. Gives you a flavour of the kind of world, the performances, gives you a little bit of humour that works really well. And like I said, that score's just phenomenal. I would love to know your thoughts on The Sunday Women, if you've seen it or if you're going to pick it up. Let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. I can't wait to read the comments on this one because I just adored the film. I want to talk about it more. There is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, the membership program, and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.